So, is this on?
You don't have to wait long, man, because your match is next.
My match is next.
Yeah.
Next.
Yes.
So I better get out to the ring.
I mean, I would.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Boom.
Hey, nice shirt there.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This was in a long-lost duffel bag.
Really?
And I was cleaning out my closet, and I'm like, why is this not in the rotation? Because there was at least 2 years where I said, I'm not doing wrestle shirts.
Yeah.
Not because I didn't want to contribute and be like you and Eric, but because I didn't have any.
Right.
And then I was like, oh yeah, I had this one.
Yes.
And Stone Cold. And then I've been acquiring others.
Right.
With your help and Eric's help.
Yes.
And then I literally found this yesterday or Sunday, and then he was on Raw. So how perfect.
Now, to everyone listening, it is a shirtless Shawn Michaels. And, like, really, you could just pretend he's naked because you don't see his waist or legs or anything.
It's my favorite shirt of all time. I'll proudly wear naked Shawn on my own chest. Matter of fact, if you lift it up, you can kind of pretend it's my chest.
Yeah.
It'd be a very nice chest.
Right. And I'm wearing Stone Cold, so we have the two best wrestlers in the history of the business.
Of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe of all time.
Faux show.
So I'm going to start off with a hot take.
Go ahead.
And it might bother you.
Okay.
I'm warning you now.
All right.
Ahead of time.
Okay.
Like we're in time right now, and then
Yeah.
ahead of that, I want to give you a warning.
I'm afraid.
You're a little afraid.
Yeah.
Hot take of the day.
Uh-huh.
I didn't mind Renee Young's commentary.
No.
I like the woman's approach.
Yes.
I like a lighter sounding voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Like something, it adds to it.
Yeah.
And
we liked it last
and she
time.
doesn't suck.
No, yeah, we liked it last time.
And when you compare her to like Byron Saxton,
Yeah.
or the fact that it's less things Cole can say, because when they do Evolution, if it's going to be an all-woman booth, or at least like she might be the lead person,
Right.
So you could tell she's trying to take over, like she's trying to like practice some lead stuff. My point is this: anything you could take away from Cole,
Yes.
is a good thing,
Of course.
even if it's Renee Young.
And I really don't like Coachman. I don't like his voice. I don't like anything he says. Like, pretend you're Cole and just call a spot in a match.
Yeah.
And this is Coachman.
Braun Strowman, and he does a power slam.
That's what I hear when Coachman talks.
They don't let him be him, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he was a
I never
great
liked
heel.
him. I never liked him.
He was like
honestly.
a baby heel, like a crybaby heel.
I never liked his voice. I was never a fan of Coach.
Well, he doesn't make sense in this booth. Then just have straight man Cole with heel Corey Graves, and it would be fine.
Right.
It doesn't need a third person.
No.
You're not adding anything to it.
Right.
When you have like Booker T, he's a funny old legend.
He's like John Madden because he's going to say some stupid
Yes!
shit, but it's going to be
and
funny.
we used to make fun of him, but now we realize it's such a great part of the show.
It is.
Booker
You
T.
miss it.
You miss it.
Because at least when you're watching the boring matches, Booker T will say something funny, stupid, or offensive.
Yes.
Or all three.
Or all three.
And that's the...
So at least Renee's different, and
Yeah.
she brings, like I said, like a different element. And
It's a different voice, for sure.
Yes, and she will speak through emotions sometimes,
right.
Which is good. There was something about when Hogan fought King Kong Bundy in WrestleMania 2 in the steel cage. Elvira was one of the announcers,
I don't even know who that is.
the mistress of the dark. She's like an old witch.
What?
She used to like like guys that are like, tonight on Mystery Horror Theater.
Yeah.
You are gonna watch a story. She did that, but she was like a hot, huge boobs, always gigantic.
Oh, yeah, no,
boobs,
yeah.
Long black hair.
Yes, I know who that is. I was thinking a wrestler, but
Oh no.
Yeah.
So she was crazy popular
Right.
back then, and she called that match.
Yeah.
And there was something about it that wasn't so bad. Like when she would be like, oh my God, no, watch out, Hogan.
Right.
Like there was something about a female worrying about Hogan.
Right.
That kind of added something to it.
Yeah.
So again, I like the takes, and I really was like, this isn't bad. Her with Corey and Cole, I could do this.
Yeah.
Again.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when the Shield got arrested, and she was like, "Hey, why do they get arrested and Braun and McIntyre and Ziggler don't? What's that about?" It's like, it's kind of funny because you'd be like, "Well, it's because your husband got arrested."
Right. Basically.
But yeah, it's no, she's good. Way better than Coachman, I think.
Yeah, Coachman just doesn't really bring anything to the table.
Right.
Like nothing.
No.
Doesn't add anything.
So anyways, before we get to the Raw and SmackDown recap, I also want to talk about All In a little bit. But before we get to that, we have 4 new patrons on Patreon.
All right.
And they are Poe Gisano, Poe, and then Jisano.
Look, I'm a huge fan of the show. I mean, what have I been saying the last couple of weeks, right? I
Can't
can't wait to hear the end.
That's a really bad pseudo name.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Dan Gall.
No, it's not me. Thank you, Poe.
No, right.
That's probably his real name.
Whoever you are, yeah.
What freaking egotistical maniacs are we that we're assuming it's a play on my name?
Right.
Like Poe Gisano is probably a nice Italian boy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm going to say northern Italy.
Right.
In the hills.
Yeah. How would you pronounce this one? Dan Gall?
Gall.
Yeah, all right. So thank you, Dan Gall. Thank you, Herb.
Just Herb.
No last name, like Cher or half of the Divas.
Sure.
Bailey,
Yeah.
and then Kyle Gardner. So there you go.
There it is. 4 new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Thanks, guys.
You want to be like them, just go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling.
Exclusive.
Sign up today.
Yep.
So
All in.
All in. We didn't get to do a recap. We had a busy weekend.
No.
I had to work.
And I only watched highlights. I'll
Right.
tell you right now. And there were like 3 pretty amazing moments.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good show. Better than most WWE pay-per-views.
Sure.
Not better than takeovers, but still worthy to watch. Like, definitely a good show to watch.
What you're looking for is cool things that you wouldn't normally see anywhere else.
Right.
And you're looking for good spots.
Yeah.
Are they falling off of a 20-foot ladder onto 6 tables?
Right.
There was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Probably would have wanted more in this type of show,
Yeah.
but there was a little bit of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna recap the whole thing. Just some moments that I liked. They had the Battle Royal in the 0 hour, which was their pre-show, and it had Bully Ray, Colt Cabana, Hurricane, Tommy Dreamer, and then Billy Gunn and his son, and they were both dressed in the Mr. Ass gimmick.
That sounds
So
amazing.
he's also Mr. Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun. I didn't see that part. Was he any good? Was
I
his
don't know.
son good?
There was nothing really there.
Was his son buff and big?
Yeah, he
as
was.
him?
Yeah, he was.
So
I
why
mean, he
wouldn't
looked just
he-
like him. I was like, what is he, a son? And then someone was like, yeah, he's a son.
But why wouldn't he get a developmental deal?
I don't know.
Like anybody who's been anyone's son in WWE.
Maybe he's really young, and
Gets
maybe he
Tamina.
probably will.
Tamina's still on the roster.
He probably will. Maybe he's like real super young, and he just hasn't gotten it yet. But anyways, Bully Ray was the star of this match. He was just awesome. He's such a great heel just by himself, and it's a shame, like, WWE never really let him do that. He did that in TNA where he was a monster heel.
Well, he got like ripped.
Yeah,
He lost a ton of weight.
right.
And he was like this cocky heel, and it was great.
Yeah,
He dated Brooke Hogan during that run.
yeah, and then that
Like,
was just a swerve.
yeah.
To screw with Hogan.
The highlights I've seen are amazing.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was
Aces
really
and
good.
8s.
Right. And he also retired like a couple times, and he
Yeah.
keeps coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
But in the end, he thought he won. He was the last guy in the ring, but then Flip Gordon was, he was never thrown over the top rope. It was one of those things.
But Flip Gordon had another match too, right?
Well, yeah, no. So because Flip Gordon won, it was whoever wins this Battle Royal gets a shot at the Ring of Honor championship.
Oh.
So see, in this show,
Battle Royals mean something.
exactly. You don't just get a stupid trophy and then you get jobbed out afterwards.
Like literally later that night, you get
Yeah.
a shot
right.
at the title.
We said this for the first
which
Andre
is
the
probably
Giant.
the main title, right, on the show.
Well, yeah, they had the Ring of Honor and the NWA title. Those were like the two.
But where does NWA get defended at? Like what promotion?
I don't know. NWA, I guess.
Is there still that?
I think, yeah. So
See, I thought the NWA was bought by WCW, and now WWE owns WCW. So I don't know how they're able to do it,
I don't know.
but whatever.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Someone explain it.
Yeah.
So yeah, next up, Cody Rhodes. Well, later in the night, Cody Rhodes defeated Mickie James' husband, Nick Aldis, for the NWA Championship. They're married.
Okay.
That's her hubby.
Well, she has babies and stuff.
Yeah, that was a fine match. Later, well, okay, so Adam Page had a match against some other guy that he won, but I learned all this like kind of watching the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But apparently Adam Page murdered Joey Ryan on one of the Being the Elite episodes. So Page wins his match, but then we witnessed the resurrection of Joey Ryan, which they showed the video of him like laying in bed all bloodied and like, you know, you think he's murdered. Then it does a close-up
penis moves
of his crotch and his penis rises. It's like, oh my God. And then they do it like the Undertaker entrance, except instead of druids, it's penis druids, like giant.
Just greatness.
It's just guys in giant penis costumes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Joey Ryan comes out. He does his dick moves, which I'll be honest, I always thought it was a little silly, but this was so good, I couldn't help but laugh. And
so let's talk about that for a minute. Like how, like I thought it was silly too. Like it's like too much doomsday for a real wrestling promotion,
right?
But then again, who gives a shit,
right?
Right?
Yeah.
Like WWE's stooped that low before on stuff.
They definitely have.
I mean, Santina
Marella. I was thinking the same thing. Cobra, I'm just gonna hit you in the chest with my hand,
and I'm gonna just stab you.
Right.
Like a punch would be better.
Right.
So yeah, they've done it.
Yeah,
they've done it.
So, but it was so funny that you couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah.
So later we have Flip Gordon getting his title shot against Jay Lethal. And Lethal came out as his black machismo, a.k.a. his Macho Man gimmick.
Ooh, yeah. He
was so
when
good.
he does things, he does it all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure everyone on this, every listener or watcher of our podcast has seen him versus Flair.
Yeah.
Which might be the greatest thing pro wrestling's ever done. Them going dueling Flairs.
Yeah.
And he's so good.
Right.
Matter of fact, go watch that. Because you'll hate my Flair after you watch James Lethal's Flair. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, is he a one-trick pony? No.
Right.
He's done Macho Man before, I believe, in TNA.
No, yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And he does it the whole match. Well, I know you're going to say it.
Well, he also had Lanny Poffo in his corner.
Leapin' Lanny.
The genius, right?
The genius. Well, he was always Leapin' Lanny jobber.
Yeah.
My whole childhood. And then one day he becomes the genius and gets to fight Hulk Hogan at a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Like in the main event.
Right.
And he's like writing down like formulas to beat Hogan like during the match. And and then he would read poetry. For I am the genius, and you may know that I am really Leapin' Lenny Poffo. You know, but like and then he would throw the frisbees. That's why he was carrying frisbees and then threw them out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because he would write the poetry on a frisbee, then throw it to the crowd.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, Macho Man's brother. And he came out with them. And that was amazing.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Also, Brandy Rhodes was in Flip Gordon's corner, but Lethal kept treating her like Miss Elizabeth, which was amazing.
And kept putting her in his corner.
He pulled her to the corner, and he was like, "You stay here,
stay right there."
And then she starts walking away, and he leaves the ring and grabs her again and makes her stay there. And then later she gets in the ring, and he hoists her up, just like Macho Man did with Miss Elizabeth. It was amazing.
She looked stunning.
Yeah.
With that naked dress that she
wore.
wore.
She looked really good.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Lethal won after 3 elbow drops off the top rope.
Yeah.
Next up, Kenny Omega defeated Pentagon Jr. I don't even know who Pentagon Jr. is, but Omega beat him. After the match, the lights went out, and I was watching, I was like, oh, my God. Chris Jericho's going to come out, hit the music or something.
Really? Even though
I did. I really did.
He's on tour with Fozzy. He's on good terms with WWE.
I didn't know he had a show same night. Right. My God. But I was like, oh my God, is this Chris Jericho? The lights come back on, and I was like, oh, maybe it was just because it's their first show. They had some technical difficulties. The lights weren't supposed to come.
Just like that, you're like, fuck, it's not Jericho.
Well, because the lights went out, they came back on, and there's no music, there's nothing, and you still see the same image. Pentagon's laying down, and Omega's, just celebrating the ring. And even the announce team sold it that way. They're like, oh, we apologize. We had some, technical difficulties.
Right.
The lights went out. But then Pentagon stands up, and you could tell it's not Pentagon anymore. And then he gives Omega 2 code breakers, takes off the mask, and it's Chris frickin' Jericho. Holy crap.
And invites everyone to his cruise. Come out to the cruise,
Yeah,
everyone.
He goes, see you on the Jericho cruise.
Amazing.
Which is the best plug you could do after you whoop someone's ass.
If you had to guess a dollar amount that Chris Jericho is going to make from that cruise, what would you say?
I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff.
I wonder what Dad would say.
I don't know. $1 million? You think?
You think he'll clear $1 million? Like
Maybe
$1 million?
Well, I don't know. He's still trying to sell tickets, right? It's not like it's sold out or anything.
Well,
So
he's still
I don't know.
trying to sell tickets.
Oh yeah, there's tickets still available. I don't know how many, but you can still get tickets.
Yeah,
So
we're
you're
seeing,
calling Dad.
we're seeing if Dad picks up.
What would he know about this?
Dad knows everything.
I don't even know if he knows who Chris Jericho is.
It's kind of late.
Yeah.
Well, if he calls back, I guess we can ask him.
Your call has
All right. I was gonna say, Dad, you're live on the podcast. I have a question.
Right.
Okay, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 million, right?
Maybe, yeah.
That's
if it
good
sells
money.
out, yeah.
That's good money
Right.
because that's expensive, and there's 1 million cabins.
Right.
So yeah, all right.
Yeah. So we have the main event for the show was Rey Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito. I don't know who those two guys are. And then they face off against the Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi. And due to time constraints, the match was only 12 minutes long because they had a hard out for the pay-per-view. They don't have their own network, so they had to get out of there.
Right.
I was thinking maybe they did this just in case, or maybe they had this as the main event so that they didn't make the NWA title or the Ring of Honor title mean more than the other one. Maybe they had to agree to that or something.
I don't know. I mean, the Young Bucks are this event, like Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Well, you would think Cody Rhodes would have main evented.
And Kenny Omega, knowing you'd have Jericho to end it,
Right.
could have been a great ending. But then
Yeah.
again, you have the heel kind of going over.
Yes.
Although, who won this match? The Young Bucks?
Fuck, I don't remember. No, it had to be in Rey Mysterio. It had to have been the good guys.
You would think, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think so. Yeah, I think Rey Mysterio got the pin.
but like Young Bucks versus Rey Mysterio and some guys that people know, like I can see that being important,
Yeah.
you know?
Sure.
So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe they were like Ring of Honor, NWA, can't have one go over. I mean, Cody Rhodes winning that title should have been the moment of the night. I don't know why
Yeah,
they went
for
in with
sure.
that.
I mean, that should have been the main event. I mean, he won the title that his dad, that was like the whole point of it.
Correct.
With DDP there, Tommy Dreamer in his corner. Yeah, for sure that should have main evented. I guess he was just maybe he didn't want to make people think like, oh, this is all about me, so I'm not going to main event my own show. Because
Yes.
that's something Triple H would and did do. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Like, it's not about me; it's about everyone. So, but no, overall, it was a good show. It was definitely worth watching. Jericho was awesome.
Yep.
These are the best. What is his legacy once he ever retires? What's it going to be? I mean, it's amazing. He's going everywhere.
He's had a whole career. How old is he?
47?
Like he's had a whole career since he's since he's been my age.
Yeah.
Like if you just took his career since he's been like my age.
Yeah.
It's list of Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
It's feuds with, big names in the
Yeah.
WWE. It's extending his Royal Rumble record.
Yep.
It's the stuff with New Japan.
Yeah.
And he's not done. You know he's not done.
Yeah.
He'll come back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just greatness.
But he's no longer just loyal to WWE anymore. He used to say he would only do WWE shows,
this
in
is
the
a good
United States.
exception.
He would never compete
Right.
in the United States against WWE. But I don't know. Maybe it's because he wanted NXT for the Cruise of Jericho and they turned him down. So he was like, fine, fuck you.
I really think that one of two things.
Yeah.
Either, remember the thing on WWE, the poll?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either WWE has a hand in this.
The Cruise?
No.
Oh.
All in.
Oh, okay. Well.
Like
Right.
either McMahon helped fund it
Sounds like a conspiracy.
or Triple H funded it. No. Yeah, I know. I just some kind of hand in it, like a behind the scenes. Hey, we're not going to let you guys fail. We'll take care of you guys. Or
I'll go with the or.
it's more allowed than ever because they're finally seeing that bringing in. I mean, what made WWE the mecca it is now?
Yeah,
I mean,
competition
the stock
from WCW.
doubled since the announcement of their TV deal and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. The competition
Right.
is what put them in the next level. So I think they're welcoming indie shows like this.
But they also created NXT to try to get rid of the competition as well, you know?
Yeah, but without a show like All In, they can't steal good talent.
Right.
That's what they do. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what they do. They steal
Well,
the best talent in the indie
was-
circuit
yeah.
and put them on this amazing NXT show.
Right. They take so many people from Ring of Honor. I mean, you know, half of the main roster now, like all the young guys.
Yeah.
And NXT
Daniel
as
Bryan,
well.
Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. I mean, the best guys
Yeah.
were all Ring of Honor champions.
Right.
Finn Balor. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Owens. Yeah.
Yeah,
all of
said
them.
him. Yeah.
Anyways, now we can move on to Monday Night Raw, which definitely was not as good as All In.
Oh, I thought maybe we were skipping.
That's the thing is like, how does WWE follow All In with a shitty Raw and a shitty SmackDown?
I mean,
Maybe
Yeah.
you're right. Maybe they're trying to lose. I don't know.
right.
So Raw starts with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, you know, because Braun has to explain himself. He says, I tried to do this face-to-face, monster to man, but Roman's brothers had to come and save him, so I had to do things a little differently. And so far, it's like, yeah, you're justified, but then he has to turn on the crowd to make it official that he's a heel, because then he goes, and I don't give a damn if you people like it or not.
Yeah, why? This
Just so unnecessary and stupid. Like, no, we like this.
right.
You know, the only people who don't are the little kids that are crying Roman.
Yeah, crying Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Strowman tells Roman what's up.
Big dog, I've got a pack of my own now. And I'm gonna show you that this is my yard. And at Hell in a Cell, when we're locked inside the one place that nobody can get in and nobody can get out, I'm going to dismantle you. I'm not only going to break your spirit, I'm going to break your body and take what is rightfully mine, the Universal Championship.
Scary.
It kind of is. And the fans weren't even reacting like, ugh,
Yeah.
you're a scary man.
We both kind of looked at each other when he was like, a place no one gets in and no one gets out. It's like everyone gets in,
Everybody gets out.
everyone gets out.
Yeah. I think, like, you know, you can call for the door in a cage match. And
Right.
The ref opens it.
Yeah.
You can just call for, like, I need it up. I need it up.
Right.
Thank you. And you crawl out of it.
Especially if you're friends with, you know, the authority or Vince or
Or
anyone in charge.
that in charge of anything.
Maybe even the guy that just presses the lift button, you know?
Yeah. Nobody. I mean, all 6 men will be in this match. For sure.
Right.
For sure.
So McIntyre then says, we're the new kings of the jungle, and Ziggler says, we will be the most dominant force in WWE history. By the way, WWE.com released the top 10 factions of all time, and they made the Shield number 1. I get it, you want to sell shirts, but that's just ridiculous.
They're
Fifth?
probably 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not first.
I give not first.
They also had DX ahead of NWO, because, you know, they can't give NWO the win there.
Who was second?
I mean,
Horsemen?
I liked...
The Horsemen?
Yeah, the Horsemen were second.
They're
I mean,
probably number 1.
I personally like DX better because I was always a WWF guy anyway. But like, there's no DX without the NWO, so like, it's hard to, you know, you kind of have to give him that, even though the NWO got way too crowded.
And then we
Anyways.
find out later on Raw, it returns.
The what?
The NWO.
The NWO?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? The entire NWO came out and beat up 3 guys. This is how
This is the New World Order.
WCW ended from like 1996 to 1998. This is how it ended every episode.
That's true.
Throw in anybody, Sting, Macho Man, then
Yeah,
turned.
the only thing they
Big
didn't-
Show, then turned.
the only thing they didn't-
Diamond Page, then turned.
The only thing they didn't have was Sting dropping from the top. That's
They
it.
should have had like Seth falling from the top and then right into the hands and getting his ass kicked immediately.
Right. Yeah. So the Shield come out through the crowd, but Corbin brings out most of the Raw roster to try to separate the 2 teams. So the Shield beat up the entire Raw roster to get to the ring. Eventually, they get separated, and Braun, Drew, and Dolph get brought to the back, but the Shield chases after them. I liked what McIntyre did when he was right at the right by Gorilla when he was like grabbing onto like no.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. What was that? Your phone?
Yeah.
We then come back from commercial and we see Seth, Roman, and Dean being arrested
Tell me why.
and shoved into a police van.
Yeah, wait, what? What did I miss? You had a faction talking, another faction comes out, they both fight.
Yep.
Just heel GM? Or just heel GM, so I'm going to arrest the good guys.
Yeah.
I don't, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Have some consistency.
It made no sense. But
know?
we'll get some updates from them later on the show.
Right.
Next up, we have the Riot Squad versus the Bella Twins.
You can look, but you can't.
You can touch, but you can't touch. Anyways, listen to how JoJo introduced them.
Making their return to tag team action on Raw for the first time in over 3 years. The stars of Total Divas, whose 8th season premieres September 19th. Please welcome Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins.
Wow.
That was a hell of a mouthful.
Make sure you watch their shitty show.
You say
Yeah.
shitty, but that thing pulls ratings, my friend.
Sure. A lot of shitty shows
Pulls
do.
ratings. 35 to 60-year-old women love.
Yeah, they're
that
like, oh,
show.
the first time in 3 years, like, yeah, first time in 3 years as a tag team.
Yeah, right.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
They're not a tag team.
No.
Liv taunted Nikki to start the match by doing "You Can't See Me," because John Cena. But no, this match was
Because John Cena.
this match was botchamania.
It was bad.
Brie attempted multiple suicide dives,
And almost committed suicide.
and no, yeah, I think she actually did in the process.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Oh, you had that joke. Sorry.
Had that, yeah. Brie attempted a suicide dive, but I think she actually committed suicide in the process.
Yeah.
It was so bad, but I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. Nikki got the win after hitting Liv with the Rack Attack 2.0, and I forgot that that's the same finisher as EC3. It's the same exact finisher.
Yeah.
Now I hate it.
Now, yeah, it's a rack stunner.
Right. A diamond cutter.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
So moving on, we go backstage where Corbin's on the phone with Stephanie telling her that Raw is back on track, but then in walks smiling Finn Balor.
Hi.
Just, it seems like it's more than ever. Like somehow he's smiling, his grin got even bigger.
I want to punch his smiling face.
No.
I want to punch him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Balor tells Corbin, I want a rematch against you tonight. Corbin says, I don't have time for your demands, plus I make the matches. And Finn says, yeah, and you change the rules too. You're so proud of your temporary power. It almost makes me feel like you're compensating for something. So Corbin's like, what? You said I have a little dick? Fine, you can have your rematch. That's all you got to do is tell him you have a little dick.
Later, little dick.
Yeah. So he says, yeah, we'll have the rematch for the main event.
I doubt it.
Moving on, we have the Ascension versus the team of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
What? Where'd this come from?
Well, so Charlie...
I'm not on Twitter. So where did this come from?
No, I don't know. Charlie Caruso interviewed Roode and Gable before the match and asked them, what led to this partnership? You know what they should have said? It's the only way we can get on TV. You know?
Yeah. Being buried.
Right. Being buried.
All right.
So Gable did the glorious entrance with Roode, and that sucked balls. I hate it now.
Rude seemed to be upset kind of for a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought he was going to turn on him and go heel immediately. And I was like,
That's
oh,
what
God.
it has to lead to,
Please,
right?
Please do this.
Doesn't it have to lead to that?
Yeah, because Gable's being an annoying face. That's
Yeah.
usually what happens.
Right.
Like, oh, you're such a fucking... All right, I'm going to turn on you now.
And the Ascension actually get mic time before the match. And this is not, comedy Ascension like they were on SmackDown. But what the fuck is Connor talking about?
Look who's tagging for the first time tonight. A flash in the pan. Someone who couldn't make it in the singles division. And then there's you. A sawed-off duck butt.
What? A duck wipe?
A duck butt.
No.
Yep.
No, you heard that wrong.
Duck butt.
No, he said like fuck strut.
Corey repeated. He was like, what's a duck butt?
I don't get this.
Okay, so
This is how you insult people in the PG era?
I thought I was missing something. Maybe
Poo-poo
I don't know
caca.
what that means. So I Googled duck butt, and the only thing I got from Urban Dictionary was like it's an emo style haircut where the back is spiked up, but the front of your bangs are down. And Gable doesn't have that.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to say you're like the ass of a duck. No, it doesn't work.
He got suspended, and they brought him back.
Who got this?
Like Connor got suspended like a year ago or something,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like they let him come back.
Well, they need
But,
jobbers. Lots of
Again,
jobbers.
I'm willing to bet that he did not come up with that, Because why would they allow the Ascension to just
You wouldn't
Yeah,
think.
go out and just say some shit. The Ascension doesn't get that.
You wouldn't think.
Right.
Right.
What the fuck is he talking about?
They were good in NXT.
Yeah.
The Ascension.
Yeah. That's what everyone says.
But yeah, no. This is and then they job.
Right. Gable gets the win with a German suplex pin.
Why not let the Ascension get a win this week, and then in the rematch they lose next week? Why not let the Ascension?
I think the opposite will happen.
Oh,
like,
the
I think-
Ascension will get the win next week, and then that
And maybe Rude. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. I'm probably wrong. They're probably going to be tag champs one fucking day. God. I hope Rude turns on him because what the hell? That's awful. Next up, we have Walk with Elias time. He says he hates it when women hit men, like Trish Stratus did to him last week.
she whacked him.
Yeah.
He called her an old bitch, though.
Right. He also shits on Columbus, Ohio, and then starts playing a song, but he gets interrupted by Alexa Bliss, Mickey James, and Alicia Fox.
3 top faces.
Right.
Wait.
So Alexa says Columbus is the birthplace of the goddess, and I even graduated high school in this building. She then does the Buckeye chant with the crowd, but then tells Elias that's the sound of all the mindless Ohio imbeciles.
There it is.
Right. Alexa really lays it into the crowd. She's going to be such an awesome babyface. When she turns babyface, she's going to be awesome. Because, like, she, whatever, it's her hometown, but she still got a big pop,
Yeah.
They loved her.
She's great.
Everyone loves her. When she turns, it might be the best, female babyface turn if they do it right.
Sure.
Which it's the main roster, they probably won't. But if
Right.
they do it right,
If they do.
it could be the best they've ever had.
Yep.
She then talks about Trish, Rhonda, and Natty, and then she has a request for Elias.
But don't worry, I'm going to take care of each one of them one by one. First, Trish at the first ever all-women's pay-per-view WWE Evolution. Rhonda at Hell in a Cell, and Natty here tonight. But, before I do that, could you sing that song you were about to play? Because I want to walk with Elias.
Elias.
If
I could be your penis for one day.
I rewound that 10 times. I had to get the audio, so I had to rewind it once.
Okay.
But I did it 10 times.
9 more
because
just to make sure you got it.
I got something.
Oh, I got it. All right.
I
got it all over the couch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just the face she made and just how she said it. Wow. Even Elias was just staring at her for a second. He's like,
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I can play right. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy is a lucky man.
If that's still her man, we
It
haven't
is. No,
seen
it
him on
is.
social media.
It is.
They haven't been on social media together. Her and Mike Rowe are gonna.
Mike Rome.
Is that his name?
Mike Rome.
Rome.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
And Duloc.
Drew Gulak.
Or Gulak, sorry, Duloc. Duloc. Oh, yeah, I know where I got that from. He was with her too. So I think she's got a lot of boyfriends.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe.
Never know.
So, anyways, Elias starts to play, but then he gets interrupted by Ronda Rousey and Natalya because that's next. Alexa versus Natalya.
Oh, sure.
And Alexa makes Natalya tap to an armbar, to which Cole replied, "That's Ronda Rousey's move. Ronda Rousey does that.
She does that.
She does that. that." Alexa keeps the armbar locked in, so Ronda gets in the ring and attacks her. Alicia goes for the save, but she gets ragdolled.
Ragdoll living in a movie.
Yeah. Alexa then chop blocks Ronda and throws her into the steel steps. We go back in the ring. Ronda hits Alexa with a punch combo, and the goddess retreats. Later in the show, Ronda consoles Natalya backstage, and Natty's like, "I'm tired of this. This fucking sucks. Like, what are you tired of? Like, you lost a match fair and square.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?"
She needs to work out more.
Yeah, exactly.
Work on her fight game.
Right. So she excuses herself, and the Bella twins walk in, and the Bellas tell Ronda, "You're going to be the greatest Raw Women's Champion of all time, and you inspired us to come back. Shame on you, Ronda.
Damn it, Ronda.
Shame on you."
There's worse things than Nikki doing her butt shake about to go walk to the ring, I guess.
That's true. And then they later announced that next week, Alexa and Alicia will take on Ronda and Natalya. So that'll be Ronda's second match on Raw. Ever. Which, whatever, okay, she's special. She's special. At least she's on the show every week, right?
Yeah.
Showing off the title.
Showing off something.
Next up, we got a Shield update from Mike Rome. He tweeted, "At Precinct, I was told that the Shield have been processed and fingerprinted. I'm going to try and get some more info. Will do my best to keep everyone updated."
Yeah.
And he sends another one later that we'll get to later.
Yep.
Backstage, Corbin is telling some fuckface to clean his Rolex when in walks Braun, Dolph, and Drew. Braun demands that Corbin give them some competition, and Dolph and Drew want a shot at the tag team titles. Corbin says, "Look, I've already booked a tag title match with the Revival." And then Dolph and Drew say, "Well..."
And then they say, "Why?
Right. Another one?
Why would they get another shot?
We've got like 3.
I don't get it."
Right. So Dolph and Drew say, "What if the Revival aren't able to compete tonight?" And Corbin says, "Well, I'd have to make other arrangements." And then Dolph and Drew walk away like,
Like how?
And then Braun tells Corbin, "You better find me some competition." Yeah. Right after that, Charlie Caruso interviews the Revival, but they get taken out by Ziggler and McIntyre. Right after that, we have the B Team versus Ziggler and McIntyre for the Raw Tag titles, since the Revival were unable to compete.
Hey, they watched Edge do it.
That's right. It's totally fair. Especially if you have a heel GM.
Mick Foley did it once to get in the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember Stone Cold?
Yeah.
"Well, you better get your ass out there. You're my number 20. Or whatever it was.
Right. Axel hit Dolph with the perfect plex, which we rarely see that from Axel.
Tribute.
But McIntyre broke up the pin.
Yeah.
In the end, Dolph and Drew hit Axel with the Claymore zigzag to become the new Raw Tag Team champs.
Sure, I
And
mean,
just like that, the tag division is legit once again.
it's legit. Maybe Braun wins the Universal title, and this little faction's holding some gold.
Right.
They holding some gold.
Well, some reddish
belt.
Redish. It's
Some
all
silver.
It's all red.
A little silver.
A little
and
bit of silver, yeah.
Maybe a little red.
Right. Yeah, seriously. It used to be about getting the gold because, it's a big thing getting gold. And now it's like, I'm just going to get this red thing.
This black and red belt.
Yeah. But anyways, that was cool that they won. Next up, we have the Authors of Pain versus 2 jobbers. But that's not the story here.
Oh, my God.
AOP comes out with the 205 Live general manager, Drake Maverick.
I'm sorry, who?
Drake Maverick. He's the 205 Live GM.
Yeah.
And he's also dressed like them.
Is he in the match?
No,
You sure?
I am.
Because he's dressed like a fucking asshole. He's dressed like their gimp.
No, he looked like
this is our gimp.
he's so
We fuck him in the ass when we
Yeah.
want to.
yeah. He's so small next to them. He looked like a dwarf. I mean, maybe he is.
Maybe that was the point, I guess. I don't know.
Is that the?
I don't know who the hell Drake is and what he's doing. You give up Paul Ellering for this guy? And then what does he do in his first order of business as their manager? Puts him up against 2 jobbers.
Yeah.
They've been beating better tag teams.
Right.
And then what do you get them? Jobbers.
This is their repackaged, though. Even
Yeah.
though they look exactly the same, they act exactly the same.
I know.
Per the Raw storyline, AOP dropped Ellering because they said they didn't need a manager anymore.
Yeah. That's all they did.
Yeah. They
Stop.
Yeah.
Is Drake Maverick a heel GM?
No.
No?
No.
So he's only a heel when he's on Raw?
I mean, unless that changed recently, but I don't watch 205 Live.
205 Live, more than any other show, needs a heel GM.
Right. Yeah, this is horrible. I think the reason why they put him in that outfit is because if they just put him in a suit, it'd be like, oh, he just looks like Paul Ellering. Like what is he just doing Paul Ellering?
We know he's not Paul. We're going to think that either way.
Yeah, I know.
He's with this tag team saying he's going to make them better.
Paul
Yikes.
Ellering. Paul Ellering for Drake Maverick.
Yikes.
What the fuck? He said he's going to make them the Raw Tag Champs. You better not.
He will.
You better not.
He will.
It's going to be a while. I mean, fuck. Ziggler and McIntyre just won the shits.
I mean,
And that stable is going to last a while.
maybe by Survivor Series
No.
2025.
Yeah, sure. By then, that'd be fine. Next up, it's Sexy Boy time.
Oh, yeah.
As HBK walked to the ring, Corey Graves said, "Some would say he's the greatest of all time." Excuse me, Corey? Some would say? Watch your fucking mouth, bro, okay? How dare he?
I don't know.
What a son of a bitch.
Who's some?
Yeah,
Have you just not talked to any other people?
right.
Well, I talked to Andrew and he said, so some will say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but did you talk to everyone backstage?
Yeah,
He's the greatest.
that's right.
Period.
The greatest. So first, Shawn plugs his new t-shirts.
Sure.
He plugs the WWE Network.
He's broke.
And then...
That's why him turning down these matches is respect.
and
for
him
the Undertaker.
bitching about it.
Yeah.
But then he tells everyone to purchase the Australia Super Show. Purchase? He doesn't know how the network works.
You be Sean's wife. I'll be Sean's wife.
Yeah.
Honey, hey, so Vince called again. Australia's offering Saudi money. Like 500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, why don't you wrestle again?
Well, honey, I made a pact with the Undertaker. You know, I told him I will never come out of retirement out of respect for him because he put his streak on the line and I put my career on the line.
Yeah, but you're a fucking pro wrestler.
Look, you were just a Nitro girl, okay? You're lucky I even knocked you up. I could have married Sonny. And I chose you instead. Actually, she didn't. She chose the other guy.
Like it's pro wrestling.
I gave the Undertaker my word, honey.
It's pro wrestling.
How much are they asking for?
Didn't you say it on Raw? How many guys say they retire and then 6 days, 6 weeks,
Yeah.
6 years later they come back?
I'm not like those guys, okay, honey?
Yeah, no shit. We're fucking broke.
Look, I'm a trainer on NXT now.
Yeah, you make 40,000.
Son of a bitch.
You make 40,000 and I don't see you ever again. This is horrible.
Right. So Shawn says he's going to be at the show because he wants to be there in person to witness the match.
Sure.
And then he gives his prediction on who's going to win.
The fact of the matter is that Triple H is still the game. He is still the cerebral assassin. And as far as what's left in the tank, sorry, my man, I think he's got a heck of a lot more left than you do. So, at WWE Super Showdown, the cerebral assassin is going to cerebrally assassinate The Undertaker.
I like how he always, whenever he says the name of a pay-per-view, he always says it in a sarcastic way, like, that's a stupid name. He goes, so at WWE Super Showdown, like, that's a stupid fucking name. Whoopie-doo! Ooh, and in your house.
Yeah.
Kind of a stupid fucking name is that?
I mean, are we in your house for real?
Yeah. At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's funny.
The rumors were true. The Undertaker showed up to Raw.
The bell tolled.
And they didn't even promote it.
No. I mean,
when was the last time?
Hats off. Hats off.
When was the last time they didn't promote Undertaker and he showed up? It has to be years. Years.
Yeah. Last time he was a full-time wrestler, which was, who knows?
Yeah.
5 years ago?
Yeah. They played this perfectly because it's like, oh, Shawn Michaels is going to be on the show. All right. Casual fan, I got to watch that segment.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Undertaker.
I know.
And they bring out the Undertaker.
When the bell tolled, you know, this is Shawn Michaels we're dealing with.
Yep.
So I wasn't sure if he was there.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Or if it was either Shawn Michaels and then like a mini Undertaker comes out because it's Shawn Michaels.
Right.
What he did with Bret Hart that one time.
Right.
Or if it's just like a warning shot.
Uh-huh.
Shots fired.
Right.
Undertaker, he just looks around. And then the commentators tell us what that meant.
Right, exactly.
It sounds like the Undertaker has his eye on Shawn Michaels. Shawn better watch his back when he's feeding his horses out on his ranch. You never know when an undead wizard is going to come a-knocking at your door. Don't fuck with the Undertaker, Shawn.
Or Shawn could have just played it as if he planned that, like, and then he gets struck by lightning, like purple lightning.
Boom. That was me, honey.
That was me. So Taker grabs the mic and he tells Shawn, I think this just became personal. You chose Triple H because I took the one thing from you that was most important. Not your family, your career.
Ouch, baby.
So the fans then start chanting one more match, and HBK responds to it.
Year after year for nearly a decade. One more match, one more match. For nearly a decade, half that locker room, every WrestleMania, beating down my door, begging for a dream match with HBK. Every year, turning down literally millions and millions of dollars for one more match. So yes, I've stayed retired out of respect. Respect for The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars, Shawn?
Sure.
Is this a smart decision, pal?
Right.
I mean, you know, I don't really want to see you wrestle with short hair, but I will.
Right.
But
I mean, so is Stone Cold. He's just, Stone Cold has been like, I'm just not that passionate about it anymore. I wouldn't want to put on a match that's going to disappoint. Like, I think like that's...
But I'll stun everyone in the ring.
Because that's easy. You could do that easily.
That's all he does is in that's all he does in his matches.
I know.
I don't like the fact that both of these guys could still be wrestling once a year like everybody else, and they don't.
I think Shawn more, though, is like, I'm afraid I wouldn't put on as good of a match because he's 53 now.
Shawn tries to put on a good match, and then he puts on the best net match.
Right, I know, but it has been 8 years.
I know.
This is the longest he's ever not wrestled,
Sure.
So, but
I still would take
anyways.
This really has this has the breadcrumb beginnings of a return of Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you do this?
Like, who would be the only person that could grant him his return?
Yeah.
The Undertaker. You know what, Shawn? I undo the retirement. Unless you just don't want to fight me. What word can I say? What word can I say? I can say that? Okay. You bitch.
So yeah, I want to play the Undertaker audio because this is his response to Shawn saying it's all about respect.
Is it respect? Or is it fear? Because if you had ever chosen to come out of retirement, there would have only been one person that you come for. Me. And make no mistake about it, I would put you down all over again. You know it, I know it, they know it. And there's one other thing you know. In Melbourne, Australia, I'm gonna put your buddy Triple H down again.
I mean, he's a little old to go heel at this stage of the game. Like, why is he saying, like, I'd put you down again, boy? That's such a heel thing to say. Not like, Shawn, I respect you too, bud.
Nah, it's never been like that. He's always burying people. Literally and figuratively.
He buried Shawn's
But this
career.
is this not the best feud on Raw right now? Shawn and The Undertaker?
This is the best feud.
Now look. I mean, Shawn's great on the mic. Shawn can sell any feud. And The Undertaker's, good on the mic as well. But they also give them the time.
Yeah.
They treat it like it's the most important thing on Raw.
Oh, no writers.
Yeah.
No writers. That's it. That's it.
They don't give any other feud this time.
No.
They don't.
No. Not even close.
Look, like every other feud has something stupid going on. These two guys just get in the ring and talk to each other, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Every time.
I know.
And I don't think... I know. Look, Shawn's one of the greatest of all time. Shawn's the greatest. Undertaker's one of the greatest, But I don't think the other people in the roster I don't think they're not capable of this. I think they can do this. They just don't let them.
No.
It's proven with NXT. We see them in NXT. Bobby Roode, amazing. Main roster, dog shit. Finn Balor, amazing. Main roster, dog shit.
And they can have rematches, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Gargano and Ciampa.
So I don't know what the hell they're... They have guys on their roster that could make up a dream match, and they don't pit them against each other.
I know.
At places like, I don't know, WrestleMania, SummerSlam.
Well, and now they're co-branded pay-per-views, so we have the best of both worlds. So now you can do it anytime.
But we will never fight.
Right.
If you're on Raw and I'm on SmackDown, we could never see the same match. Like, yeah, no. They still don't wrestle. So what's the point?
Right. So later they announce next week Triple H and Mick Foley will be on Raw to continue the extension of an era.
Basically.
That's my new name for extending an era.
Yeah.
It's not the end of an era anymore.
Yeah, I was trying to say something like, and next week, we are going to take that horse, and he's dead, and we're going to beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Yeah.
Who comes out the week after?
Batista.
Bret Hart to talk?
Bret Hart and Batista.
And then Ric Flair one
like
day.
A one-on-one interview.
Yeah.
They just talk.
Flair the following week.
Yeah.
Orton will be on Raw just to talk about it. He's on SmackDown. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Backstage, Corbin tells Balor, I'm too busy to compete with you tonight, but you'll still have a match in the main event against Braun Strowman.
Okay.
See, this sucked. Shawn Taker was great. Everything else sucks.
Right.
We get another Shield update from Mike Rome, who tweeted, just now informed that the Shield have appeared in front of a judge and have been formally arraigned, officially charged with inciting a riot, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. There's only one problem here. It's Labor Day, dickheads. The courts are closed.
Yeah.
Especially at 10 p.m.
Right. You know what happens to people that get arrested when court is closed? Mm-hmm. They stay in jail all night.
Yeah.
They don't go, look, Your Honor, we got into a fight, so if you're going to charge us, charge us. Okay, we're going to arraign you.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you get out of jail. You're going to hit your arraignment 2 hours, an hour later?
He later tweeted that they posted bail. I was like, in a half hour?
Yeah, no.
Like, that's fast.
I've tried to post bail for someone. It took 8 hours.
By the way, they posted bail, and then the police just, take the van.
Hey, you guys out? You posted bail already? Nice. I don't know. How are you going to get back to the raid? Take the van. The police van. Look, we're huge fans.
Take the van.
Look, can we take a picture with you guys? Then you can take the van.
Look, Corbin made us arrest you. I don't even know how he has the power to do that, but he made us do it. Sorry. Fucking stupid.
The Shield.
Next up, we have Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Ember Moon. Huh?
And then stuff happened.
Dana and Ember?
Dana and Ember?
They're a thing?
Ember Moon and Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
They're I thought Ember's been with Bayley and Sasha when they go three-way.
She has. So Titus and Apollo tried to coach Dana from ringside, but she yelled at them, "Enough! I got this!"
She didn't have this.
She did not. She did not have it.
No.
Next thing you know, Sasha rolls up Dana for the win. After the match, Dana tells Titus and Apollo, I've had it with both of you. I'm done. And she walks away from them.
Ooh, you know what this means?
What?
I don't care.
Yeah. Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. We probably never see all three of them ever again, to be honest.
Yeah. Probably. I mean,
everybody's done.
At least she actually quit Titus Worldwide, whereas Akira Tozawa, they never said anything. It was just like, where's Tozawa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Next up, we have Bobby Lashley's meditation intervention with Jinder Mahal. Corbin is forcing this on Lashley because he has anger issues. So they sit down to do the Shanti thing. I'll give Jinder Mahal one thing.
Yeah.
When he does this on the mic, he goes Shanti. Like he puts the mic like on his nose. He's like
Yeah.
So like that's funny, but
And Lashley was like, what?
it still sucked because Lashley sucked.
This
He's like, repeat after me, Bobby. And he's like, repeat after me, Bobby. And he's like, no, not that. No, not that. It's like, fuck off.
Have you ever seen a worst moment turn into a best moment?
No,
inside
seriously.
of a minute.
So this whole
Inside of a
the
minute.
Shanti thing, it sucks. But thankfully, Kevin Owens hated it too because he returned to attack Lashley from behind. Bobby fights back.
Did you say returned?
Yeah, he returned.
How many weeks was he out for? Like, how many Raws did he miss completely?
0.
Oh, good return.
Right.
Good return.
Yeah. So much for being a Paul Heyman guy. So much for quitting. I guess this is revenge for Sammy. I'm guessing this is what this is. Yeah. But eventually Owens power bombs Lashley on the apron. So yeah, that was nice to see.
So when Owens loses on the pre-show to Lashley of Hell in a Cell, does he quit again?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That's the right answer.
For 6 days.
Yeah. 6 days.
Oh man.
He's probably on house shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why not?
Right.
Kevin Owens.
Next up, we have Finn Balor. Yeah, he quit Raw. He didn't quit the live events. The fuck?
Indeed.
Next up, we have Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman for the main event with Dolphin Drew ringside.
Yeah.
Braun got the win with the power slam, and he gave Finn another one after the match.
Ouch.
The new trio are then about to do the Shield power bomb to Balor on the steel steps, but then we hear the sirens. The police van backs up by the stage with Roman behind the wheel. He then opens the back doors, and out walks Seth and Dean. The Shield start to head down the ramp, but then they get attacked from behind by Kevin Owens, the Authors of Pain, Jinder Mahal.
That's a lot.
Sunil Singh.
More?
Mojo Rawley.
What?
The Ascension.
They're bad.
Elias. Mike Kanellis.
He's back. That's
and
a back.
205 Live's Drew Gulak.
New world order. 10
guys.
Ooh, yeah.
If they
This is
really
the New
want,
World Order.
If they really want, do you? Okay, but they're not. They're clearly all these guys are not going to be a stable. That's like 15 guys, right?
Yeah, about 5 less than the NWO brought out every week. Correct.
Right. So if I was WWE, like, okay, don't send the Authors of Pain out there. Don't send Mojo out there. Fuck the Ascension. Fuck Gulak. Fuck Kanellis. But keep Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal, and Elias, and just have them join the stable.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Show me a big stable.
6 guys.
Why don't we have any? Don't give me this New Day bullshit.
But you know it's not.
A New Day's not a stable.
You know this isn't a stable either, because why would they put Mike Kanellis in a stable?
Oh, man.
Why was he out there? Why? Why?
Here's your plane ticket. Here's your makeup chair. Here's your money.
This is more than he's done in a year.
We need you to go beat somebody up for 5 seconds.
Usually it's, here's your plane ticket, here's your paycheck, go to catering, go eat. Have 2 plates of food if you
We'll
want.
see you never.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did have a baby. He had the baby, right? That's why he hasn't been on TV? That's what I figured.
It was like, what was it? Was the fucking Arnold movie? Junior?
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior. I want my baby. Junior right now.
I want my baby.
Yeah. He,
So,
oh my God.
the Shield gets the beating of a lifetime, with Seth being thrown off the stage and onto the side of the police van, and I don't think he was supposed to hit that window, because the window broke and it cut up his arm big time.
Yeah.
His arm was covered in blood.
Yes.
It was awesome, but like, I mean, that spot was amazing.
Are there any news or rumors about it?
No.
All right.
But I mean, you know, it was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was awesome if he's okay.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
all
fucking
He's
fine.
fucking fine. I liked when KO enticed Ziggler when he was beating up Seth. KO was telling Dolph, hey, he took your title, remember? What are you going to do about it? And then he super kicked him. And then Braun power slams Roman on the floor, and they lay all 3 guys next to each other to end Raw. Here's the one thing.
Yeah.
Who is Kevin Owens feuding with? Like for the 3 months before this? Like,
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Now he's helping Braun Strowman.
He wanted
And
to be friends for a long time.
Braun's cool with it now. He's like, all right, cool. Thanks. Now we're cool. I won't flip your car anymore. All right.
Yeah.
That's the end of Raw.
That's it.
What'd you think?
That's a show. Well, again, the return of the New World Order is kind of cool, but overall...
Yeah.
Wait, they're not all a big stable?
Nope.
Then this is retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on to SmackDown. We start with Renee Young interviewing Daniel Bryan and Brie, and immediately I went, ugh.
Wait, they're in both shows now?
First, we watched footage of Miz and Maurice from earlier today. The 2 are standing in the ring, but the arena is empty, and they call out Daniel and Brie. So what do Daniel and Brie do? They call out Miz and Maurice. However, Renee tells them they aren't in the building anymore. Instead, Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega come out, and Zelina was in her ring gear, so I thought we were going to get a mixed tag match.
Nope.
However, it's Daniel Bryan versus Almas again.
Yeah.
Which, again, they had a great match, even though we saw it last week, but at least this time we had a clean finish. Daniel got the win with the running knee. And then after the match, Brie cheap-shotted Zelina Vega with a kick to the head and then gave her some Brie mode.
Yeah.
And then Miz and Maurice appear on the Titantron to say that they're taking the night off and dining in the Italian restaurant Scorfoni's. I don't know what that is, but
No, I don't know.
It had to be made up.
They're in Ohio, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, Detroit. They were in Detroit for SmackDown.
Oh, for SmackDown. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the commercial, we see Daniel and Brie leaving the arena, and they tell Kayla Braxton that they're going to go get some Italian food because they heard Scorfoni's has an opening. Like, at this point, you already knew what they were going to do this, but I thought it was going to lead to them fighting in that Italian restaurant, and it didn't.
Would have been great.
But, whatever.
Boo.
Next up, Tom Phillips interviews Charlotte and Becky at the same time on the Titantron. Yeah. I never like these. It's always awkward.
Awkward as hell.
Makes no sense.
Awful.
Where are they?
They're there. They're there.
Right. So Charlotte yells at Becky, "You threw away a 5-year friendship just for this title." But to be fair, Charlotte, you threw away that friendship like 3 years ago when you turned heel on Becky.
Right.
For the other title.
For the other
For
title.
the red one.
For the Divas title, really. No.
Yeah. I think, right. So Becky also said, "Screw you" to Charlotte, and that got a pop from the crowd. She's like, "Screw you." Well, she didn't. That's all she said. But anyways, they still haven't announced that this will be in Hell in a Cell. So now I'm worried that it won't be.
I think it will be.
One more week. Next week, we're giving predictions for Hell in a Cell.
I think it will be.
So something's got to give.
I think it will be. Next week is Hell in the Cell.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Sunday of football.
Yeah.
Hell in the Cell. Sunday night football, Hell in the Cell.
Right.
And then the Jets the next night.
Yeah.
Man, one of those things is really going to suck.
For sure.
For sure.
Next up, we have Naomi versus Peyton Royce. Third week in a row where Naomi fights one of the Iconics.
Right.
Naomi gets the win with a roll-up, but then Billy and Peyton beat her up after the match, and I swear to you, I'm not making this up. I wrote, like, an out comes Oscar for the save before her music hit.
Really?
I swear to you. Yeah.
Why?
Because I thought, what's the stupidest thing that could have Oscar do?
You did not.
I swear. I was like, oh, here comes Oscar. And then Tom Phillips treats it like, he's like,
the
my
return
God.
Of Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's Oscar.
Right. Can she stop her losing streak in her return?
So she beats up Billy and Peyton. Apparently, Asuka and Naomi are good friends.
Great friends.
Great friends.
Yeah. Naturally. I mean, obviously.
Because I was just like, someone has to make the save. Because they've been beating her up for weeks.
Right. For weeks.
And who,
Where you been, Asuka?
Who else would it be?
You lazy bitch.
Who else would it be? Yeah. So it had to be Asuka.
Yeah.
Then we go backstage where The Miz and Maurice walk into Paige's office, revealing that they tricked Daniel and Bree once again. However, Paige tells The Miz that he has a match tonight. Miz tells her to rethink that, and she's, okay, you're free to go, baby girl, sweetheart. But if you leave, baby girl, sweetheart, don't ever come back, okay, baby girl, sweetheart? And Miz is like, fuck you.
Maybe your second best impression right now.
Thank you. Also backstage, R-Truth mistakes Maurice for Carmella. Again, it's getting worse and worse and worse. It's getting worse.
Yeah, this is...
He mistakes Maurice for Carmella, but Maurice says, oh, you think I'm that Staten Island trash? Miz then walks up and tells him, stay away from my wife. Miz asks Truth, when's the last time we were a team? Truth replies, 7 years ago. Miz says, yeah, that's the last time you were relevant. You've become a joke. And I forgot that you still worked here.
Agreed.
Truth then says, well, I don't see what Carmella sees in you. And he walks away. Later backstage, Truth is with Ty Dillinger, and he's still looking for Carmella. Ty points her out for Truth. Truth walks up to Carmella and asks her, have you seen Carmella? Carmella tells Truth, leave me alone. I am Carmella, leave me alone. And then he asks her to accompany him to the ring for his match against The Miz because the other Carmella called her a Staten Island trash, and she accepts.
Yeah. So, face turn?
I don't know.
Okay.
Next up, we have Samoa Joe promo time. Joe said the only reason why he said he was going to pay Wendy a visit last week was so that AJ Styles could actually be with his family for once. Ouch.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
Styles then appears on the Titantron and says, threatening a man's family, that's when the talking stops. So AJ's music hits, he charges the ring, and it's brawl time. Joe throws AJ into the steel steps and goes to grab a chair, but then Styles hits him with a phenomenal forearm. AJ then grabs the chair and swings at him, but Joe ducks and AJ hits The ring post, which it explodes because that's all digital now. Like there's shit on the ring post now.
Just retarded.
Because you need that.
Right.
You really need that on the ring post. And it's just like, it's just some random shit. There's nothing. I don't know why they're doing that.
Why
Anyways,
are they doing anything, really?
The referees try to stop Styles, but he jumps off the top rope and lands on Joe and a ref. Paige then runs out and begs AJ to walk away, and he does.
Walk away, baby, go.
Walk away, sweetheart. But this feud is starting to feel like Gargano and Ciampa, but not as good because it's on SmackDown.
Not as good because it's not as good, but yeah, you're right. Like, it's getting personal.
Yeah.
Get the wife involved.
Right.
Like, get her involved.
Yeah.
Have AJ go to jump on Joe and he hits his wife. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Come on, Wendy. Get off your ass. Does AJ have to make all the money?
It's the second best feud in the main roster.
Yeah.
You know, under Shawn and Taker.
Shawn and Taker. That's right. I knew you were going with that.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Usos versus Sanity versus Rusev and Aiden English. And Rusev Day gets the win after Rusev hits Eric Young with a Machka kick. Aiden English saved Rusev multiple times during the match, so he did his part.
Yeah.
And then after the match, the Bar come out to the stage just to laugh at them because they're going to face Rusev Day next week, and whoever wins that will face the New Day for the tag titles at Hell in a Cell and lose.
I don't know.
Yeah, they could win, I guess.
Yeah.
Since New Day wasn't going to have these titles anyway. You know, since since Eric Rowan got hurt.
I think the Machka
Yeah.
is winning these titles.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see who wins the bet.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the main event of SmackDown. The Miz
Yep.
versus R-Truth.
Now,
That's
Andrew,
right. R-Truth
Before you watched SmackDown,
is
if I
in the
would've
main
said,
event of SmackDown.
All right, for $100, who does the Miz fight in the main event? You would have said
Anyone else?
I mean, what would you have guessed? Probably like Daniel Bryan.
Sure.
I would have said Andrew for $99.
Yeah.
Guess again,
Uh-huh.
and you were wrong. Andrew for $98. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You think you would have made any money?
No.
Main event.
I would have chosen women,
Right.
maybe Ellsworth.
Maybe his daughter.
There are reports that he was backstage on SmackDown, Ellsworth. He also tweeted that he was in Detroit hanging out with TJP, so he was there. But
Sure.
so he might have been backstage, and I was like, oh my god, he's gonna return again. Maybe it's just to meet with Vince or some shit. I don't know. So, anyways, Miz and Maurice call out Daniel and Brie again, but they're busy getting Italian food.
Right.
Truth comes out with Carmella, and they do the "What's Up" song together, and
Yeah.
that sucks.
And Carmelo's all face-like,
Yeah.
yelling, "What's up?" with R-Truth.
I think I know why, and it's in news. When we
Okay.
get to news, I'll tell you why.
All right.
Well, they also said it on SmackDown, but anyways, so during the match, Daniel's music hits, and out walk Daniel and Brie. Truth rolls up the Miz for the win due to this distraction.
R-Truth
Yeah.
gets a W
Yep.
on Raw.
SmackDown.
Suck it, Eric Bischoff. We won.
Right. Oh boy.
Bischoff must be like, how the fuck did we lose to these guys?
Yeah.
What product are they pushing through?
Fuck it. You
you
know
know
what?
what?
You know what he must say? If only I didn't release Stone Cold. Oh my God! If I didn't release Stone Cold and I knew
Are you kidding
what a
me?
star he
and
was,
Mick Foley and Rey Mysterio.
we'd be watching
and-
Nitro. But if you think of one person, Stone Cold brought the ratings and the money. He's like, if I just fucking kept Stone Cold
Yeah.
and made him the star of my company, we'd be watching Monday Night Nitro right now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So, Daniel gets in the ring to attack The Miz, but Almas and Vega show up again. Miz and Maurice retreat, but Daniel and Brie put Almas and Vega in the yes lock. And then we have the yes chant. Show over. That's the show.
That's a show.
What happened on SmackDown
The Miz versus R-Truth.
this week? We just
Nothing.
recapped the whole show.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
Literally
You have
nothing happened.
Hell in the Cell, the Super Show, and Evolution on the heels of like the next few weeks, and nothing happened on SmackDown.
I can't think of a
Nothing
show
happened.
I can't think of a Raw or SmackDown in recent history where literally nothing happened. None of the storylines advanced at all.
No.
Okay, first of all, there wasn't even a mention of Nakamura.
Who?
He is the United States champion.
The United States World Champion.
They didn't even mention his name.
No.
They don't even, because I guess he's definitely not fighting at Hell in a Cell.
No. Why would you defend a title?
They gave him this title. And they're like, yeah, nah.
Quick, who's the IC champ?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. See, you had to think about it for a second because he doesn't defend that shit either.
No.
He's busy being a brother.
Yeah, I know. He shouldn't even have that title
No.
right now.
No, there's 100. Give it to Bobby goddamn Roode. Give
Right.
it to somebody.
Give it to Rude or Owens, just so Owens has
Anybody.
something to do. But yeah, nothing happened. No storylines were advanced. I mean,
give out some
if anything,
awards
our
to
Truth
see.
made a friend.
Let's see.
That's the biggest thing that happened on SmackDown this week. Our Truth
I
has
can't wait
Our
to
Truth
hear.
has a stable now. He has Ty Dillinger and Carmella. Holy crap! But yeah, let's give some awards.
All right.
So, who was your worst dressed?
Drake Maverick.
That is correct.
What is he wearing?
What a fucking asshole.
I'm going to dress like these guys,
Yeah.
and I'm Drake Maverick. Mm-hmm. What a dick.
Best dressed. I get that all the time.
Who did you have? I had a tie. I want to see if you'll break it.
I had Alexa. Because, just how she was acting and she always looks great, but she looked just amazing.
Carmella moonwalking with those heels.
Carmella looked good too.
Oh,
But
yes,
Alexa
it was
just
popping.
Everything Alexa did, it was just like, oh, it was popping.
That was pretty nice.
I was popping.
Pretty nice.
So you had Carmella then, or?
Carmella.
Okay. Worst acting.
Lashley.
Yeah, I had Lashley as well. Could have went with Corbin. Could have went with Brie because she had mic time. Maurice had a lot of mic time. It was all bad, but
Don't pick on Maurice.
Lashley. Yeah. Best acting.
Well,
Yes.
he was amazing. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Worst comments.
Some say he's the greatest of all time.
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
Some say, Corey?
Some say.
What was yours?
Duck butt.
Duck butt. Duck butt?
Whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Best comments.
Some say he's the greatest of all time. Because he is.
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad you even put that out there.
Right.
Just eliminate the some say. Because
Right.
he is.
Everyone say.
When Ric Flair says, no, I was good.
Right.
But Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all. It's like, you ever hear Magic Johnson talk about Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I was good.
Right.
But then there's Michael Jordan. Me and Larry Bird were like here, and then there's Michael Jordan. Like, yeah,
Right.
like everybody knows it.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes. I had Alexa just saying, I want to walk.
Sure.
With Elias. I'm sorry, I probably just ruined that for a bunch of people, but it was just so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so hot.
Yeah.
It was like, well,
All right.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to look at anything else. Worst match.
Got it done. AOP, what's the point of a squash match for these guys after they've been winning?
Yeah.
All they've been doing is winning.
Yeah.
And they get a manager and he books them a squash match?
Yeah. That'll get them closer to a title shot. I doubled down here.
Okay.
My worst match and slow-mo were the Bellas versus the Riot Squad. Because it
That
was
was-
the worst match.
That was my slow-mo.
Because it was Botchamania and it took way too long.
Yeah.
Best match.
Oh, the B team versus Dolph and Drew.
That was a good one.
That was a good way for them to take the titles off of the streaking B team.
I had Daniel and Almas.
I mean, the Revival are dead now.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
no, they can never come back.
They're done.
They can never appear on television
Like, I
again.
can't wait to see them in All In 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They got a title shot, and they got it taken away from them. I had Daniel and Almas. They had like a pay-per-view, like a fucking... They had a great match.
They did.
Too good for SmackDown.
They did.
In fact, that was the best part. But again, no storylines advanced on SmackDown.
None.
Worst move. This is an easy one.
Breeze committing suicide.
Killing herself twice, especially that last one.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Best move. I had, Seth being thrown off the stage.
Yeah.
And onto the police car.
I had KO's power bomb of Lashley.
That was good too.
Yeah.
Worst moments.
Who the fuck is Drake Maverick? Can you tell me?
No.
Well, that's my worst moment because I don't know who he is.
Well, that was mine as well.
Yeah.
Best moment.
New world order. No, I mean, it's Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still the best.
Shawn and Taker.
It pisses me off that they're making this a big deal. But to your point,
Yeah.
when we spoke earlier, what was better than this on Raw?
Right. Nothing.
Nothing. If you have a shitty Raw and then just Stone Cold just comes out, almost like Stone Cold Steve Austin's here,
Right.
and just stuns the two people in the main event and leaves,
Right.
that's the best moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was on the Raw 25th anniversary show.
yeah.
They started so hot, and then the 2.5 hours, the rest of it was dog shit.
Yeah.
Man. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's all for awards.
Yep.
So, now let's get to some breaking news.
All right.
So, WWE announced a second match for the all-women's pay-per-view, Evolution. This one's official. It's not just an Instagram post.
Okay.
Although it was posted on Instagram by WWE. Lita, who do you think Lita... Did you see this by any chance?
I did.
Okay. Damn it. I was going to say, like,
This
who
makes
do you
no
think
sense.
Lita would fight?
0 sense.
She's going to fight Mickie James.
I don't understand.
Again, we've seen this. The whole reason you have this is so that, just like Trish Stratus and Alexa, okay, we've never seen that before, because how could we? But Lita's going to fight Mickie James again. And I guess the only reason Sasha's not getting one of these matches is because she's winning the fucking tag titles with Bayley. I'm guessing that's why.
I'm kind of okay with that, but I guess...
But I'd rather see Sasha versus
I know,
Lita.
but you can't have all the legends lose. So this way you give a legend a win. You can't have them all lose.
You think Alexa beats Trish?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
She has to. Look,
All right.
Alexa Bliss gets pushed like
guess.
crazy.
Yeah. I guess
Trish,
so.
why would Trish? I mean, yeah, they're
Right.
paying her.
Also, the WWE announced that the Mixed Match Challenge is returning to Facebook Watch starting
Yeah.
September 18th.
Was it a year ago?
No. It was
Maybe.
early. No, it was early this year. It was because it was before Mania. It was January through March. So it was earlier this year.
Too soon.
They're like, oh, season 2. Season 2?
Yeah.
It's a season?
It's a season. They're going to release the DVD.
So you want to know the teams?
Yeah, I saw it.
We got Sasha Banks and Bobby Lashley.
Horrible.
Bayley and Finn Balor.
Was that? No, that's new.
No, that's new. We have Alexa and Braun again. Team Little
This
Big.
time they'll win.
Right. Mahal and Alicia Fox.
Gross.
Natalya and Kevin Owens.
Half of that's good.
Carmella and R-Truth.
all right.
So that's why they did that. So Carmella's going to be a face for like a few weeks because they'll probably lose the first match. Asuka and The Miz again.
The champs. They have
Yeah.
the titles, right? The mixed
The
match,
titles.
intergender, transgender titles.
Yeah. Charlotte and AJ Styles. That's a new one. Rusev and Lana again. And
Right.
Naomi and Jimmy Uso again.
Ooh, it's weird how the real couples will be out of this in round 1,
Right.
most likely.
I just want to see if Alexa and Braun go all the way this time. That's all I'm looking forward to. Alexa was the only thing that made that watchable, was just her flirting with Braun the whole time. Also, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins have started their own weekly podcast called the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, which will cover the world of sports entertainment collectibles.
Sure. Whatever.
How can you do a podcast on that?
They're gonna.
Hey, look at the new toy I got.
It does
Oh,
make me-
that's cool.
It does make me feel good. Did you see the picture of them doing it?
No.
They're holding like 2 Fisher-Price microphones.
Oh, really?
And like they have like the mixer I have, like the little half mixer.
Right.
Sitting on a table. they're like, so did you get the new toy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna take a caller. We don't have that technology.
I mean, like when we reveal a new pop on when we do Facebook Live, we're just like, hey, look, we got this new pop. Cool. What else can you say about it? Oh, this is the Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 12. It's got blah, blah, blah. How is that? I don't know. I mean, I guess some people like it. I just don't know how that's fun.
Yeah.
Also, Joey Mercury was arrested Saturday morning in Illinois. He was scheduled to be a producer for All In later that night. But police were notified of him sleeping in his car outside of a Marriott hotel. And no, that's not illegal. But then they found out that he had an outstanding warrant in Florida. I don't know what the warrant was for. They didn't say, but
It could be for missing a traffic ticket.
right.
We know someone who's done that a couple times.
Well, they said bail was $2,500, so yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Meh.
Any other news?
I do not have any more news.
Right. Well, then it's rumor time.
Rumors! Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble? Maybe! Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club? Please, God! John Cena will finally turn heel? No chance! Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years? Confirmed!
Lots of rumors. Lots of unfortunate rumors.
So, WWE is trying to get The Rock for WrestleMania 35.
No.
And if they do, who do you think they want him to face? His fake cousin,
His fake cousin.
Roman Reigns.
And they'll have to job to him.
And he'll have to job to him.
My God.
WWE is also trying to get The Rock to appear at SmackDown's 1000th episode on October 16th. Gee, I sure hope he'd come, since the show's named after him.
That's true.
The one guy that you need to be there. He has to be there.
Yeah. He has to be. When is that again?
October 16th.
He has to be.
PW Insider is reporting that WWE, you mentioned this last week, but they're reporting that they are officially returning to Saudi Arabia on Friday, November 2nd, just 5 days after WWE Evolution. Basically, the whole reason they're having an all-women's pay-per-view is because they're going to Saudi Arabia 5 days later.
Saudi Arabia, listen. It's a different world, all right? And we'll dress them, we'll cover their bodies up, but women have to be at this event. We do not pay you billions of dollars, Vince, for you to decide craziness like that. Women are doormats. Okay? So don't be crazy.
We let 5 of them drive, okay? What do you want us to do next? Not lock them up in chains?
We let 5 of them drive for a video one time. We fuck them and they have babies. What else are they good for, my man? Please.
One of the best Borat lines. In Kazakhstan, it is illegal for more than 2 women to be in same place, unless in brothel or in grave. Unless in brothel or in grave.
Scientists, Kazakhstan scientists have proven the female brain is smaller than the male brain.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Come on, pussycat. Smile a bit.
Come on, pussycat.
I cannot understand what this old man was saying. Better stop. We're gonna quote Borat.
It's the best.
It is. Yeah, it's just 5 days after Evolution.
That's just
Saudi Arabia.
so fucking bad.
How do you go from one extreme to the other? All women pay-per-view. It's all about the women. Fuck the women.
Fuck the...
How do you do that?
I don't know how you do it. Make $1 billion one time and then never go back again. That's it. That's it.
Also, another legend that could be returning. Disney took Guardians of the Galaxy off their 2019 schedule since they fired James Gunn because they're a bunch of pussies and idiots and fucking morons. You fucking idiots. Why do you think that movie was so good to begin with? Both of those movies. Anyways, this has led to speculation that Batista will make another run. For WrestleMania and stuff and all that, so we'll see. He's been very outspoken.
Yeah. So there's been some speculation that AJ Lee will be returning for Evolution.
And then, so she's getting divorced. Is that official too?
Well, they're saying that,
think-
if CM Punk is like a real man,
I agree.
and he's like, look, I've been making money. What have you been doing? So if you want to do this, please don't make me stop you from doing it.
Uh-huh.
Which I think if her going and having a good experience and being treated like gold, then it'll open the door a little bit more for Punk to come back. He has to. What the fuck else is he gonna do?
I think he hates them so much that he would just see that as a sign of betrayal. They said that's why he's not friends with Cabana anymore, because he was backstage. I mean, what a joke. But like, he won't even show up to All In. You know, he was there. He showed up the day before, you know, for the All In, signing at Pro Wrestling Tees. But he's too good to show up at All In. Come on.
You don't know what the deal was. I mean, we don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but
who knows?
But still.
Who knows?
No, I'm not gonna actually show up. I'll make all this money. And
Who
sign the
knows, though?
t-shirts.
Maybe
Who knows what?
we don't know why he didn't go on their show. He's not a part of Ring of Honor.
He doesn't want to be a part of wrestling. Sure.
Oh, well.
But he'll make all the money, sign the shit at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Who is the master of getting deals done with people that hate him?
Oh, Punk or just? Oh, you mean Hunter Triple H?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
He killed his brother, and Bret Hart came back.
Yeah.
Goldberg said, there is no amount of money to get for WWE to get me to return.
Right.
He returned. He hired fucking Eric Bischoff, who literally wanted to kick his ass.
Right.
Probably just so that he'll do the Monday Night War video, and he'd be like, Eric, Hogan told me, he'll actually show up. I'm like, good, I want him to show up. No, but he'll kick your ass.
Right. Yeah.
Vince like, did we get it? All right, fire Bischoff. Thank you. So anyway, that would be great. I mean, that'd be, again, when we were in Houston and Paige returned and she didn't come alone, my hopeful dumbass Mark Pisano thought it was AJ Lee.
Oh, I know. Yeah. No. Totally.
Who else would she not?
Because we were getting excited. Yeah.
Who else would she come with?
That's-
Two people from NXT that she's never been in contact with?
Right.
That makes no sense.
That's the problem when you get yourself too excited during one of these shows.
And I didn't come alone.
Oh, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up.
Houston would have lost
Oh, yeah.
their mind.
Well,
So I hope for all
I
these
don't
things.
see it happening, but I wish.
It
I
always
wish.
happens though.
She's the best.
Vince gets everyone back.
Doesn't always happen.
Vince get. Who has
Macho never came back.
Andrew, he would have if he didn't die.
But he was gone for like 15 years.
That's different though. Macho Man was past his prime when he left.
Well, but I mean, like, just to go in the Hall of Fame or something. Like, Warrior came back to go in the Hall of Fame.
Is Macho Man not in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Oh Jesus. Jesus, put him
No,
in China
maybe,
in
maybe.
now.
No, I don't think he is. Maybe he is. No, I don't think he is. Maybe. No, I'd have to guess no. I don't think he is. Maybe he is. I don't know. Anyways, is that all for rumors?
Macho Man announced for 2015 class.
Oh, he was.
So yeah, I guess he was put in.
Is this official?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, well then it's trivia time. You got any trivia?
I guess. Let's see. The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels were in the ring together on
Oh,
Monday
okay.
night.
I'm sorry. Hogan inducted him, of course.
Right. The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels
Yes.
fought however many years ago.
8.
8 years ago.
Yes. I remember.
How many singles matches, televised singles matches,
Uh-huh.
has Undertaker lost since that match?
Since he retired Shawn?
Yes.
Okay, so he retired Shawn. Then the next year he beat Triple H. Then he beat Triple H. Then he beat CM Punk. And we're including pay-per-views, obviously. He only fights on pay-per-views. Then he lost to Lesnar. Then he beat Bray Wyatt. Okay, so that's one loss to Lesnar. He lost to Lesnar again at Hell in a Cell. And then, hold on. That might be it. And then, then he lost to Roman. 3.
So I didn't say WrestleMania in my question.
Okay. So then it's one.
No. I'm saying you can include anything televised. It's a lot more than that.
Okay.
And I don't remember. Apparently, he had a huge feud with this person, and this person beat him a couple of times, like in a row at pay-per-views.
Really?
This person's probably the only person who could pull it off. And it makes sense.
I mean, he feuded with Bray Wyatt, but he didn't lose to Bray Wyatt.
Who can Undertaker lose to and no one would give a shit? The only person.
Triple H, Lesnar. I mean, he lost to I had the Lesnar one.
Yeah, but Lesnar, we were all shocked. No, like, think of his history. Like, who could he, like, lose to that he's lost to before? That you'd be like, okay, I mean, I get it. It's part of his story.
I can't think of it right now. Kane?
Kane. So he lost to Kane at, I didn't count this, an MSG show, Bret Hart Appreciation Night. I didn't count that. He lost at Hell in the Cell 2010.
So that was later that year.
And
Totally,
then
yes, yeah, totally.
Bragging Rights, I guess, was a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Lost to Kane again. And that was not even a month later.
Yeah.
He lost to Kane
See,
in like 1 month.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I was just looking this up and I was like, oh, what a cool trivia question, because like he had all these losses to Kane. He lost to Lesnar, Reigns. Yeah, I think like 3 of them were Kane. Like right after Shawn. And I'm going to be counting dark match. 1, 2, 3 losses to Kane.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And then
that's when I wasn't watching those pay-per-views then. I didn't even know of this feud, but yeah.
But
is that it? So it's
yeah.
The 3 I said and then 3 from Kane.
It's I thought it was 7.
2 Lesnar, 1 Reigns, 3 Kane.
1, 2, 3. Brock is 4. Brock is 5. 6. Sorry, 6. Yeah. Yep.
Well then.
Gracie.
Yeah. And that was, he lost to Kane like later that year after retiring Shawn.
Indeed.
All right, well, now it's time for Jesse the Mind's top 10 conspiracies of the week.
Heel turns, non-title matchups, the Survivor Series, McMahon, twin referees, long-lost bastards, fruit roll-ups, hornswoggle. You think wrestling's fake? Think again. Now you know, Andrew, 2 weeks ago we didn't filter these.
No, we didn't.
Are these filtered?
Definitely not.
All right, that's my favorite kind. You know, McMahon, it's a conspiracy that Val Venus didn't make an appearance at All In. Yeah? Oh, I get it. All In.
Wait, who are you responding as?
Vince.
Oh.
McMahon.
We should do like, because they used to always do my whole childhood was Vince and Jesse.
So I'll do
Ventura
announcer Vince.
doing, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that hype.
Well, what do you have next for us, Jesse? You know, McMahon, Drake Maverick isn't really who he seems. He's actually a little boy that was granted a Make-A-Wish by AOP last night on Raw. Oh my God! That's basically... You know, a lot of people remember the finish of the 90 Rumble as the first time Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior met in the ring. McMahon, I remember this day for another reason. Okay. As I was announcing the match, the end of the match, Tony Schiavone handed me a picture of 2 airplanes making a chemtrail X in the sky and haphazardly shouted, I'm sorry, crisscross! You haven't seen that video. Why does Jesse yell crisscross? He has nothing else to say.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
else you have for us, Jesse?
You know, McMahon, there's a big conspiracy. Roman Reigns, not really Roman at all.
Oh my God, this is very upsetting. I'm gonna kill his push now. Psych, I'm gonna push him even harder.
You know, Brie Bella actually has CTE,
Oh my God.
which was sexually transmitted to her by Daniel Bryan. Why else would she have those horrible dives through the ropes?
That's right.
Vince and the WWE can't find Roman Reigns' charisma, so they put a tracking device on him. Unfortunately, that's all that's turned up is frequent visits to Bobby Lashley's house for oral at 2 a.m.
Wow. I believe it. All right, that's all.
All right. Man, oh man. You know, there's this thing called hiatus.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like when shows want to go on a break for a little while.
Sure.
I say we put this on hiatus.
Okay.
And we surprise fans
All right.
sometime in the future with some new ones.
Well, it's hard to surprise them. We are the one that asked for them.
Well, we don't ask for them next week.
Oh, so we make up our own? Well, not next week.
Well, whenever we finally surprise them.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Now it's time for fan questions. This one's from Chris Leahy. The Bellas looked horrendous. Is this an actual comeback or just so they could be a part of the Evolution pay-per-view and then leave?
That's it. Yeah, 100%. 100% Evolution, then leave.
You mean you hope, right?
I mean, I like to watch Nikki.
Okay.
I'll take a Maurice in shape full time. Like when she was.
Well, yeah,
accompanying
but she's
Miz.
a better manager. I don't want to see her wrestle. She's not a good wrestler. Ryan Betasweski, will Shawn Michaels retire Undertaker if they have one more match?
That's what I was saying. Maybe he does retire the Undertaker, and Shawn says.
But then who retires Shawn?
Yeah, retires Shawn. They both passed out with their arms on each other.
Yeah.
And that's how it ends.
Oh no. Jason Deerham, shouldn't Brie Bella yell out me mode instead of Brie mode? Me mode.
That's funny.
This is Rito. Oh,
I'm gonna go a golf clap on that one.
Yeah. Rito, what is that lyric about Eric in the theme that sounds like Eric super sludge, can't really hold in his piss? Oh, that's Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. Because he likes to say I'm everyone's third favorite podcast host.
Right.
So it's Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss.
I mean, I don't have a Push Joe shirt.
No.
I haven't seen a Push Andrew one.
Nah.
So wah, Eric. Wah.
Well, he said it last week. Are you an egotistical maniac? And he is. By the way, we didn't even mention that Eric's not on the show this week. Where's Eric?
I think they found out. All right, we're just kidding. He's right here. All right, Eric, you can talk now.
Hey, guys, it's me. No, I'm sure he'll be back next week.
I'm sure.
Nathan Weller, Pushfire, bury the rivalry. Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold. And Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart.
Oh, I mean, clearly, Shawn, Triple H, push, bury Shawn, Bret Hart, and fire. I mean, Shawn, Stone Cold was never really a rivalry.
That was too easy for you.
Yeah.
Those were all great, though.
All great, yeah.
Miguel Herrera, how can the WWE be saved without going back to PG? I think he means PG-13 or TVMA. Okay, so just watch NXT.
That's it.
See what they're doing.
They're not cursing.
No.
They're not dry humping.
Right, no, they're not doing anything crazier than...
But they're amazing.
Yeah. Just watch NXT.
And God, let them bleed again. They're stunt people.
Well, that would make it not PG.
I don't give a damn. They still bleed. They
Yeah.
bleed like every pay-per-view.
Oh, for sure.
Seth Rollins bled like, I think his arm's missing now. Like,
But
let these guys
NXT
bleed.
is still going under the same constraints that like Raw and SmackDown, even though they're not on a network, they're on their own network, but it's still the same thing. They can't curse, they can't cut themselves, you know. But it's great. All those takeovers are A's. They're amazing shows. Just do what they're doing. That's it.
That's it.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
Jason Gold, what's the worst title belt in WWE history? I think Roman's holding it right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Universal title looks ugly as shit.
I mean, other than that one, I don't know.
I was never a big fan of the spinner title.
Okay.
People would take it off of Cena, and like Edge would have the spinner.
I liked
title.
it, but I was kind of young at that time. I was in high school when
You're spinning it like
I liked it. I mean, yeah, it's not great. No, it's not great. Although it was cool when Edge won it and he put Edge on it and he spun it. That was fucking cool.
all right.
Just because he was, shitting on Cena. Mike Dawes, when's the last time we've seen a Kevin Owens pop-up powerbomb? It has been a while. Not a pop-up. We haven't seen a pop-up powerbomb in a while.
No.
No.
All right.
Just, a straight powerbomb to Lashley on the apron.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Well, that's all for fan questions this week. So next week we have to do predictions for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
How many cells? How much hell? We're gonna be in hell watching it. That's for sure.
We're going to be in the early stages of hell.
I guess one of the questions will probably be like, does Jeff jump off the top? Does Jeff jump off the top of the cell?
Yeah. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Will that be on there?
Has he never been in a cell? Because they showed promo videos, and I think he said like the first time ever that he'll be in a cell.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was gone for a long time, too.
I say he jumps off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Cross your fingers.
Hope to die. Baby.
And before we go, I got to weigh in. Do my weekly weigh-in.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
Here we go. Last week I was 275. Been 275 for a few weeks.
Come on now. 270.
Boom.
5 pounds. We're back to 5 pounds a week, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back.
Let's get to 266 by next week.
Let's do it.
You got this.
Yeah.
Love this.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
I'm back and better than ever. Yeah. Anyways,
good job. Good job. Good week.
So,
good week.
Make sure you subscribe to our podcast and give us a 5-star review.
Yep.
Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram @WrongWrestling. We have t-shirts at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for just $19.99. And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for exclusive rewards and recaps you can't get anywhere else. We recap NXT every Saturday. You know, we do a special recap every week, a bracket.
It's good.
Go check them out.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Great stuff.
So, yeah.
See you next week, everybody.
We will.
All right.
Maybe.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo, push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keibler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with